John Simonelli.
Just warming up.
Beaver 1. That's me, Beaver 2. And there's Mike. Here we are, Chitina, Alaska, February 15th, about 8 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to get started on our cabin building project. And here to introduce you to the project is Mike Winter, otherwise known as Apache Mike.
This will be the cabin site where we're going to start. What we're going to do is get these guys, we're going to put the trees up in the forest up here, log them, bring them down, start notching them one at a time. It's hard work going through the snow, but we'll eventually get it, and then we'll see how the rounds start taking shape, and you guys will see something's taking shape here at about the end of the day.
We spent the last hour and a half harvesting these 2 logs from the pickup truck, and
they were sitting around drinking coffee.
We're about ready for breakfast now.
But since they killed the trees, I was chopping them down to lay them out to get them ready, but they had already started to turn to punk because their cycle is running out. 5 years is about the max.
What do you mean by turning to punk?
See that tree right there?
Yes.
It's rotted from being dead. That means moisture has got into it, water, and it eats up the tree completely.
Punk is tree cancer.
Right. If you can stick your finger into the punk, you'll see.
It's all mushy.
And that's what we're going to look for when we get some of these dead trees. Now, some of these dead trees, we've got to cut them down. We might get up there, get a great one, lay it out, and start peeling it, and it might have cancer in it.
Okay.
So, and then
we're going to be looking for punks.
Punk.
We don't want that. We don't
want any punks around here.
You've got some dead trees. Are you worried about the beetles just completely? I mean, is this an infestation
it already has hit. You could see all the dead trees. There are new ones coming up, which is good. So, you know, nature's taking its course again and getting new ones coming up. Okay. Unfortunately, in my lifetime, I won't see them as this big, but now they'll be probably 8 feet by the time I die. So that'll be good. My son can chop them.
Mike, here's one of our first victims here, and you said this tree recently died.
Right.
And how can you tell that?
Okay, it's still secreting sap. It's not completely dead. It's still trying to go. The top of it is still alive, but from the bottom down, it's basically dying real slow. So what we're going to do is we're going to use it. It will, when you're drying and you use a green tree, they'll pop and twist. You don't really want them to do that, but in this case, since they're already partially dried, they'll be good to use. If you use a real green tree, like we go get a green one, and use it and build with it, it's going to move, it's going to expand, and turn, and twist, and make cracks and move, so everything will move. But these will be really good. Right now we're clearing the trees. Basically the log skin.
We have to do this to all the logs?
Yes.
Every single one?
Every single log.
And we're going to be here how long? The thing you got to be most careful about with a draw knife, when you're sitting like this, don't want to do that. What you got here is your basic draw knife. You use this to draw the bark off the log.
Looks easy.
Oh, it's easy. You don't even have to work hardly.
How long you been at this one?
This log here, this is our first log, about 2/3 of the way through. You see, we got out here, we started on Sunday. It's Tuesday. I should have it done by tomorrow, I think, though. It's a nice log. We've been on this one, Johnny and I, Johnny Lumberjack.
Who felled that tree?
Well, this is a combined effort. Apache Mike put the notch in, but I delivered the final blow. And we had Johnny on the come along, directing the fall. This is our first log.
I had to take over Steve's position. He cut his balls off. Apache Mike took him to the hospital. They say it looks bad, real bad. The last thing he said to me was, "Tell Nicole I love her." been about 3 hours ago. We haven't heard. It's not good. Well, maybe we can dedicate this cabin to Steve, if he makes it. He's certainly no Chichaco, that guy.
Okay, you gotta follow me down too, with the saw.
What's that?
Because you gotta watch the beam too.
Oh yeah? With the saw?
This is harder than delivering a baby. You know? Anybody can deliver a baby.
Huh?
Well, this is the end of one day's work. Got four trees down, 4 logs peeled and placed, and tomorrow we'll notch them and get started. Right, Mike?
Each time you do, it's called a round.
A round. One round done.
Tomorrow, maybe even 2 rounds.
So we got 1 round completed.
Well, it's not complete yet till we got them locked in.
Then it's a round.
Then it's a round. Okay. So we're looking good.
So now, Mike, is there any future for us in logging, you think?
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Yes. Come
Right.
back every winter.
Yeah. What's the malpractice for logging? Is there malpractice involved? What do they call those? What kind of natches?
Cup.
That's it. How old is this structure?
About 85 years old. This was a quick fix here. You can see it was almost see they had different people working on it. You got different notches. They just cut them to get them locked in together. As long as you got them locked in together and your ends, you can always fill up with stuff when you're trying to get it before winter hits. The more time you got, the more time you can make a nice, like a Swedish cut. So it fit really good.